Hello traders, this is Forensic Forex with Deontay, where we analyze the details and specifics of the foreign exchange market. This video is going to speak on the simplistic way to trade the weekly range. Before we get into today's lesson, let's get into our disclaimer. Do your own research. My content is intended to be used for informational purposes only. Please do your own research before making any investment or trade based on the information provided, and consider your own personal circumstances. You can talk to a professional or do your own independent due diligence on verifying any information that you find on my channel. This is a message from myself, Deontay, as I am not a professional. With that being said, let's get into today's lesson. The Forex market has weekly characteristics when bullish or bearish. Each day of the week themselves have their own characteristics. These characteristics repeat each day and each week. Sunday to Friday, each day will present an opportunity. However, some days are more favorable than others. I will briefly speak about favorable days as we go through this lesson. Bullish on the week. If you are bullish on the weekly range, you are looking to buy below Sunday's opening price, also known as SOP or SOP. Sunday's opening price will be your natural price action indicator for overbought or oversold conditions. This may sound familiar to the concept midnight opening price or MOP, also known as MOP. The Forex algorithm has a line in the sand for premium and discount ranges for the weekly range. Let's look at some examples of a bullish week and its characteristics. So for our bullish example, we're using a DXY, the dollar index, and we're using the week of May 29th, 2022, all the way up to June 5th, 2022. Now, what you would start with is looking for Sunday's opening price. Now, many people may be asking, Deontay, where the heck is Sunday's opening price? Well, Sunday's opening price starts at 1700 GMT, also as 5 p.m. New York Eastern Standard Time. So I live in New York, so whenever it's 5 p.m., that's when the new weekly candle is starting to form or has been birthed, essentially. Now that we know where Sunday's opening price is, we are several steps ahead of the retail traders. Now, why is that? Because Sunday's opening price, just as midnight opening price that I talked about in my previous video, acts the same way. Anything below that price point is going to be a discount. Anything above that price point is going to be a premium. When you are bullish, you are most likely looking to find an opportunity to buy below in a discounted market. If you are bearish, you're most likely trying to find an opportunity to sell in a premium market. It only makes sense. Granted, with hindsight, we can see Monday creates the low of the week and Wednesday makes the high of the week. On Monday, we can only come to a conclusion that the large speculators, which would be the central banks or the central bank traders, the people that actually control the Forex market and actually can manipulate it to go up or down. Retail traders do not control price. People with large amounts of pockets of money move the prices up or down. We can see that a large speculator came into the market on Monday and caused it to rally. But look at where they positioned themselves. They positioned themselves below Sunday's opening price. The line in the sand. Below Sunday's opening price is discount. This is where they're getting their buy opportunities in for the weekly range. Now, Tuesday and Wednesday did rally higher, but you can also use the same concept as midnight opening price and buy below the opening price on Tuesday and buy below the opening price on Wednesday if you're bullish on the week. Let's look at that. This is the opening price here. And we'll make it orange so it stands out. No. We'll make the line thicker. And we'll zoom in. You can see here the opening price. Price comes open, drops below it. Where does the institutions or the large speculators sponsor their buys? Below midnight opening price. It's the same concept, but now this is just per day. The concept that I'm currently teaching you is Sunday's opening price, which is for the weekly range. This may be helpful for those that have dependents like children, spouses, a job, or a business, or other things that they can't do to stare at the charts intraday and trade each trading day. All they have to do is look for a position underneath Sunday's opening price and not look at the charts for until probably Thursday or Friday. Wednesday and Thursday tend to grant you the high of the week if you are bullish, by the way. Now let's look at Wednesday. Let's find midnight opening price, which is here, midnight. That's June 1st. Price does what? Trades below midnight opening price and then rallies once again. Like I said, there's going to be a cap to the range. one of these days is going to bring you the high of the week. And once price reaches that high point, it's not going to look to rally past it again. You can see Wednesday created the high, Thursday drops lower, Friday has a counter trend trade to Thursday's trading direction. So Thursday was down, Friday was up. That's a typical pattern that you'll normally see. If you see Thursday was a down range, Friday most likely would be an up range. Bearish on the week. If you are bearish on the weekly range, you are looking to sell above Sunday's opening price, also known as SOP or SOP. Sunday's opening price will be your natural price action indicator for overbought or oversold conditions. This is just inversely to what we just previously talked about. When being bullish on the week, you're buying below. Here, if you're bearish, you're looking to sell above. Let's look at some examples of being bearish on the week. For our example for being bearish on the week, we're looking at AU, Australian dollar versus the US dollar. And we're looking at the week of June 26, 2022, all the way up to July 3rd, 2022. So we got a full weekly range. We delineate where Sunday's opening price is, which is here, which is 5 p.m. New York Eastern Standard Time or 1700 GMT. We draw that out all the way to Friday. And now we are already several steps ahead of retail traders. Like always, we know where our premium and discount levels are, or our overbought or oversold levels are. We can see here on Tuesday, price creates the high of the week, granted hindsight. And ever since then, price has been declining from Tuesday's high. You can see that the institutions sponsored their sells above Sunday's opening price, which is in a overbought condition or a premium condition. They are more likely to sponsor their sells above Sunday's opening price and not below it. They're getting a large chunk of their position on the weekly range above Sunday's opening price. If we also look a little further, we can see on Tuesday, midnight opening price. So let's say we're looking at the concept of midnight opening price for Tuesday. Let's look into it a little further. We can see that this is the opening price here. And price does what? Price goes above it and Sunday's opening price as well. So for the day, it's in a premium. And for the week, it's also in a premium. Price then sells off dramatically from there as well. We look at Wednesday. Wednesday looks more like a holding pattern or consolidation. But if we look at the opening price here, right here for June 29th, 2022, we can see price opens here. Price gives a rally above midnight opening price, going into a overbought or premium condition for the day on Wednesday and sells off, and then has a tight consolidation going throughout the late New York PM session. We go to Thursday. We can see there's a lot of consolidation in the early AM session, but we have the opening price here. You can see price consolidates below, stays in the discounted market, rallies above, gets into a premium market, and then dramatically sells off. This brings me to the main concept of the lesson. If you are bullish, the ideal buy is below SOP. If you are bearish, the ideal sell is above SOP. Let's take a further look at what we mean by this. For the bullish example, I switched to using Australian dollar versus the US dollar. And you'll see here that the low of the week comes in by Wednesday, below Sunday's opening price. You can see that that is an ideal buy for you as a trader. You are not looking to buy, if you're bullish on the week, above Sunday's opening price. You need to be patient and wait for price to get below Sunday's opening price or exactly on Sunday's opening price to be a buyer once again. Let's take a further look into the chart. So here we're looking at AU in the week of May 22nd, all the way up to May 29th, a full week range. And we can see Wednesday created the low of the week. Clearly, with hindsight, we can see that. But looking at it further, we see that it moves below Sunday's opening price and then explodes to the upside. So from Sunday, we get a rally, a little consolidation, a breakdown, consolidation. So this looks like consolidation or accumulation here. Price finally breaks that accumulation to the downside, moving into a discounted market, giving an opportunity for smart money to get in long. Once again, they get in long and then price rallies throughout Thursday and Friday. What is happening here is you're buying when the market is going down. That feels scary. Most retail traders are going to look at you like you're crazy. They're going to say, wait, it's bearish. Why are you buying here? They see this and they think this is bearish. but you know that Sunday's opening price is the line in the sand that lets you know, okay, if my bias is higher prices, there has to be a sponsor buy below Sunday's opening price. Now, that's your ideal buy. However, that may not be the case week after week after week. Some weeks you will get Sunday opening price and price just rallies and hulks all the way up. And you don't ever get an opportunity for price to come down below the open and give you the ideal buy. That's just how these markets work sometimes. If they really want price to get to a certain price point, they're not going to allow anybody to get into the market and get an opportunity to get that discounted buy. If you are bearish, the ideal sell is above SOP. Here we're looking at the DXY, and we can see that the high of the week on a bearish weekly trend came in by Sunday. Let's take a further look into this chart. So here we're looking at the dollar index, and we're looking at the week of May 15th, 2022, all the way up to May 22nd, 2022, so a full trading week range. And since hindsight is available to us, we can see that the high of the week comes in by Sunday, right here. So the high of the week comes in at 104,643. This is above Sunday's opening price. As you can see, price opens, rallies, and drops down. Now, many people will see this as, okay, if it goes to the open and goes up, wouldn't that be buying? The retail traders are like, oh, it's buying. No, it's going to sell, because if it's drawing lower, so if you're looking for your weekly draw to be lower prices, you're looking to sell at opening price or above it. That's exactly what happened here. You can see it happens on Sunday real quickly above and then drops down. So this is the opening price here. Price is above it, right? This is all premium. And then price rallies lower. And then rallies lower throughout Thursday as well. And if you look at midnight opening price, you can see on certain days, price does rally above midnight opening price and then drops lower. You can see here on Thursday, this is the opening price for May 19th, 2022. Price rallies up and then drops lower, giving you a nice sell opportunity there on Thursday, creating the low of the week as well. So opposite range of the high of the week. The high is on Sunday, the low is on Thursday. That's also a possibility when it comes to the weekly characteristics and the day characteristics. Thursday, when bearish, is going to be your lowest point of the week. Thursday is going to form the low. Friday is going to have a higher counter trend trade to it, potentially. Not all the time, but it's there sometimes. But if you're going to be bearish, you're ultimately selling above Sunday's opening price. That's it. This concludes our video. I'm going to leave you guys off with a quote. Don't gain the world and lose your soul. Wisdom is better than silver or gold. Bob Marley. Thank you and peace.